The role of women in Sudan has always been in the front lines, in the forefront. They've always been there, defying social norms and patriarchy at home and in the workplace, and it was very natural for Sudanese women to take part in these protests. They are stakeholders. These protests are for their rights and for their country's benefit. 2/3 of the protesters have been declared to be women. These women have been facing bullets, facing tear gas, facing threats of rape and torture by the national security. I think the picture symbolizes a lot about the Sudanese woman, the thobe she was wearing, the national, the garment she was wearing, her standing there. However, it's equally important to recognize the women who have been leading the protests since December, who have been organizing, writing, posters and banners, speaking to their colleagues at work, convincing other people to come and protest, making food for the protesters in the sit-in. Complete removal of the previous figures of the regime. They want a civilian government that is going to lead the transition period, and they want complete trials for all the previous heads of the regime that have committed atrocities in that fought. The government is basically trying to recycle itself and sort of reincarnate itself. They've been holding public lectures in universities such as SOAS and other places. We've been protesting almost every Saturday in front of the Sudanese embassy and in Trafalgar Square and in front of the British Parliament to demand the British government not to support the regime of Bashir. They're telling me that there's this sense of solidarity among the Sudanese people, that the sit-in is absolutely very well organized, which shows the potential of the Sudanese youth. People feel like they're together for the first time, and they have come together because they have one demand and one enemy, which is this regime. So they're telling me that they're very hopeful, they're very worried, and so am I, but when I remember what they're doing back home, I stay hopeful that this is going to end well.